Alright, you're turning into part 2 of my horror comic book collection. I gotta run through these. Hopefully I have ample enough lighting here. Batman Detective Comics number 505. He takes on a werewolf in the Arctic. Dark Shadows. I love this one. This is where like a distant relative comes to Collinwood and stays, and he uses like this owl to like do his evil deeds. It's pretty awesome. I love this series too, even though it kind of sucks and it's kind of childish, and it's a bunch of reprints of a bunch of Stan Lee comics that he did, monsters, and it's really tame and for children because it came out in the 60s, you know, comic book code era. Where Monsters Dwell, number 30. This is a great cover right here. Tomb of Darkness, number 13. He's getting the guillotine manually with the axe. Oh, I love this one. I've reviewed this one actually on YouTube. The Witching Hour, number 55. Kiss the boys and make them die. Beyond the Grave, number 11. From the 80s. The Witching Hour, number 73. Black Magic, this is a great cover. That's the only issue of Black Magic that I got. Now, Spider-Man and Marvel team up with Brother Voodoo. I consider it a horror comic, I guess. The House of Secrets, number 153. Ghost Rider, baby. Number 27. There's a lot of natural elements in that series. House of Elvira, special sci-fi edition. That's when she took over hosting duties in the 80s. Ghost, number 102. The Twilight Zone. Werewolf by Night. I absolutely love this series from Marvel. Swamp Thing, number 10. Tomb of Darkness, number 10. It's like zombies pulling a guy into the grave. Tomb of Darkness, number 21. Tomb of Darkness was reprints by Marvel. Most of these were in comic book code era, so they're not that graphic. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I love this series. If you've never read this series, it came out after the remake and the reboot came out, and it was immensely popular. They made a comic book series. You gotta check these out if you get a chance. Sleepy Hollow movie adaptation. Dark Shadows. Tales of Terror, the first issue they ever did. These were like adult horror comics. Came out in the mid to late 80s, if I'm not mistaken. I absolutely love this cover. Batman, issue number 252. Batman unearths the grave of the spook, only to have the coffin become his own. Oh, that's just such a great cover right there. Let's get a close-up on this. Now, Tomb of Darkness, number 20. Tales from the Crypt, when they did the reprint series in the late 80s, early 90s. Oh, Dr. Spektor. This is the one I was talking about where he encounters Mr. Hyde. Actually, it's Mr. Hyde's great-grandson or something stupid like that. The Witching Hour. The Witching Hour, number 72. Looking into that crystal ball. The Living Mummy. I don't really like this series. All these deadly pawns. Dead of Night, the 13th floor. Dark Shadows. As you can see, that's Barnabas, but this is based off the 90s TV series when they rebooted it. Spider-Man and Man-Wolf. All these issues I've read in this pile. The next videos are going to be all comics that I haven't read. Doctor Strange. Oh, it's another great cover. Wait for this one. Oh, The Executioner. Grimm's Ghost Stories from Gold Key Comics. And this is a Star Trek horror-themed issue. Issue number 4 from Marvel Comics, where they encounter a haunted house and a bunch of stock cliche horror villains like Grim Reaper and the Wolfman and witches and Dracula. Howard the Duck, a duck possessed. Issue number 14. And Twilight Zone. Rod Serling hosts this posthumously. And tune in for the next video coming up.